Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
The 49ers subscribing to the theory that you can never have enough top running backs. Brought in Tevin Coleman from Atlanta to help run Kyle Shanahan's offense. And Coleman is going to be immediately comfortable because he played for Shanahan in Atlanta when he was the offensive coordinator.
Check.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here we go. 120.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Samson Abukum in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulate.
Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a 1st down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Play action. It's Gone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Goff now looking to throw. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in the desert. Atlanta taking on Arizona. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Devontae Freeman, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 20-6 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. To throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Corey Littleton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Jalen Hurd there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 31, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 13.
Garoppolo now. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL out for the year. He was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Hey, Blunt, 180.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. 54 must.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards, the final tally. Now this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Back to throw. And he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Goff and the Rams down 21-17. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
Now Goff. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Goff now to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Looking for Woods that time, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.